Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Marvel's big three. Or so you'd think if all you knew about the Marvel characters was from the MCU. No. While these three are the big three in the MCU, they are not Marvel's big three, or at least their original big three, right? Marvel's OG big three consisted of Hulk, Spider-Man, and Wolverine, and the reason why is because, well, they were the most popular characters, they also sold the most comic books, and they had the potential to sell the most merchandise. But what makes these characters popular? Well, first of all, their superpower, their looks, the costumes they wear, whatever, how they are with other characters, how they interact with the superheroes, like their fights, their villains, all that stuff, right? The reason why Spider-Man is so popular is because he's like, he's a different kind of superhero. Like when Spider-Man was first announced and created and like published and stuff like that, he pretty much changed the game for what a superhero could be, right? He doesn't fly around like Superman or Thor or whatever, right? No, he fucking swings around and does parkour and shit to get from place to place, right? And that's part of what makes him really cool and what makes him a popular character is just like what he does, his superpower. He's a freaking spider, right? Hulk was introduced in the comics, and on the front cover of his first issue, it said the world's strangest man. Now, originally, Hulk was gray, but due to like printing costs and stuff like that, they made him green. Right, but what makes the Hulk really cool? Well, he has super strength. He's literally the first character that you think of, or most people would think of when it comes to like super strength. Right, and Hulk doesn't fly around. No, Hulk just like jumps up in the air, like, and can travel really long distances, like in a single freaking bound. Right, he's one of the strongest characters ever created in comic books, and one of the most powerful as well. Right, his rage is what gives him strength and what powers him and all that stuff. Right, and the Hulk's fights are really really cool. Like any of his fights with like other superheroes or like villains even too. Like any of his fights with Thor or the Avengers or the X-Men or whatever. Right, or any of his fights with the Thing. Or any of his fights with any of his villains too, like the Juggernaut, the Abomination, the Leader, like characters that he fights all the time. Also, Hulk smash is just so much fun to yell when you're like about to break something. And then you got Wolverine, right? Wolverine, I feel like, is pretty much what made anti-heroes what they are, right? Now, what makes Wolverine cool? Well, you see, he's Wolverine. What else can I say? That's the whole point of the video. All right, video over. But really, though, what makes Wolverine so likable? Well, nothing. He's literally unlikable, but friggin' everyone loves him because he's so badass, right? Like, seriously, dude's a friggin' ninja. Straight up, he's trained in, like, numerous forms of martial arts. He's very highly trained. And if all you know about Wolverine is from the X-Men movies, well, you'd think that he's just a brawler who relies heavily on his healing factor. Well, nope, you're dead wrong. Wolverine has been trained in a numerous amounts of martial arts. Ninjutsu, Kung Fu. He knows 28 different forms of Kung Fu alone. Freaking boxing, Muay Thai, Krav Maga. I can go on. But I won't because reasons. Anyway. But yeah, Wolverine's really, really cool, in case you can't tell, or whatever. But you get it. Wolverine's cool. He rides motorcycles. He smokes cigars. He's one of the only superheroes that can just still look badass and like a superhero even without his super suit, right? He can just wear casual jeans and boots and a freaking tank top, and he's still a badass, right? He's Wolverine. Come on, he doesn't need his super suit. He's fucking Wolverine, goddammit. No, but like, and then there's his superpowers like the claws, the healing factor, the heightened senses. Did you know that Wolverine has night vision? Huh? Did you? Did you know that I have night vision, bub? Well, if you didn't, well then. Yeah, Wolverine has night vision. He's also fluent in Yeah, Wolverine has night vision. He also knows many languages. Like a lot, like Spanish, French, Chinese, Lakota, Japanese. He even knows some African languages and stuff like that too. Like Wolverine's over 200 years old. He's gonna know a lot of things. He's gonna know some shit, right? Wolverine's over 200 years old. We all know that, all right? But yeah. Anyway. Yeah, these were Marvel's original big three. Now I want to show you something. This is the cover of a notebook that I had back in elementary school. Now the reason I kept it is because it's fucking cool. Just look at it, right? Now, I didn't know jack shit about Thor, Captain America, or Iron Man when I first got this. The reason why I got this is because it had Spider-Man on the front. Spider-Man was my favorite superhero. It also had Wolverine on the front. Wolverine was my third favorite superhero, and Hulk, who was my second favorite superhero, right? So that's the reason why I got this. I didn't know who freaking Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man were. Also, Captain America's got a hole in his face. So yeah, you got the comics big three from Marvel, then you got the MCU big three from Marvel on this cover. All right, now these are my big three, right? You can have your big three, right? This is good. This is a good big three, right? But this, me personally, this is my big three, right? Now, another reason why I consider these three to be the big three, right, is because, you know, not only their comics and their merchandise and stuff, but the cartoons that were made because of these characters, right? Or that, you know, star these characters. Right, like Spider-Man, he's had a bunch of cartoons, he's had a bunch of video games, stuff like that. Yeah, he's Marvel's most popular character, right? Of course he's gonna sell he's gonna sell, right? Spider-Man's gonna sell. You put Spider-Man on anything, he'll fucking sell it, right? Hulk, Hulk will also sell too, right? You put Hulk on something, Hulk will sell. Right, but like this is back in the early 2000s, but like this is back in like the 90s and the early 2000s, right? Same thing with Wolverine, right? Wolverine's gonna sell, right? Right, but like when you think of the X-Men, Wolverine's usually the first character that comes up. Right, but like when you think of Marvel, usually Spider-Man's the first character that you think of. But when you think of super strength, the Hulk is usually the first character that you think of. So this is the 90s X-Men cartoon, and you can see right there in the front is Wolverine. Right? Wolverine's gonna sell, right? People may know Cyclops. Some people may know Cable, but freaking not everyone's gonna know who this is. Do you know who this is? Because I do. Do you know who that is? I do. But yeah, Wolverine is gonna get views, right? Anything with Wolverine is gonna get views and shit like that. But then you got other X-Men shows like X-Men Evolution, and you can see right there, front and center, is Wolverine, right? Like I said before, Wolverine gets views. And then there's my favorite X-Men cartoon of all time, Wolverine and the X-Men. Again, Wolverine fucking sells. The Hulk also had a cartoon back in the 90s. And he was one of the main characters in an early 2000s show. Now I know he's not front and centered, but you can still see him. He's right fucking there. Then there's an animated movie starring him and Iron Man. He's also in this cartoon. Again, not front and centered, but you can still see him. And it's the Hulk, come on. And then he has his own show, too. His own show that came out on Disney XD, Hulk and the Agents of Smash, where he is the main character and he is front and center. Then there's also this, which I forgot about up until just now. He was also in this weird anime thing. And then there's this show, which is, I guess, starring Spider-Man. But, yeah, Hulk's on it, too. And real quick, I don't think I need to explain what goes on with Spider-Man. We all know Spider-Man's gonna sell no matter what he's in. Oh my god, they have Spectacular Spider-Man on Disney+. Holy shit, guys, I gotta go. Fuck. I was obviously just kidding right there, but yeah, I don't think I need to explain anything about Spider-Man and his cartoons or movies or whatever, because like he has quite a fucking bit. So yeah, well, Thor, Cap, and Iron Man do sell more, you know, products and get more views on cartoons and stuff like that nowadays than Hulk, Spider-Man, and Wolverine. Yeah, these three pretty much paved the way so that these three could become the big three of today. Also, on a side note here, looking at the Marvel section on Disney Plus, like, you know, this shot of like the new Avengers, I guess. Looking at this, I don't see any of these characters, you know, working together as a team, like at all whatsoever. Like, yeah, I know Falcon and Wanda know each other, and Fury and all the other characters, whatever, but like, yeah, I don't see these characters working well as a team at all whatsoever, the way that the original six did, right? Like, I just don't see it. I just don't see this working out. The Earth is doomed. Just like the next freaking Chitauri invasion, it's just like Falcon's not gonna fly a fucking nuke through a goddamn wormhole. Like, we all know that. Earth is fucking doomed. Oh, and one more thing. If you have any X-Men movies on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever, yeah, Wolverine's usually front and center. Again, Wolverine fucking sells.